Why do you need to make this bake? Because it is amazingly delicious. It's something many people haven't had. In fact, I only had it last year. It is creamy, it's cool, it's luscious, it's bright, it's lemony, it's floral. It is perfect. I don't say that about many things. Hi, I'm Carolyn, and this is the Chili Bakes, I was going to say lemon-free, Chili Bakes, gluten-free YouTube channel and podcast. So happy you're here to join me. And if you haven't been here before, I'm the gluten-free baker that makes things so good you won't miss the wheat. Of course, this is naturally gluten-free. It's a cold, chilled dessert. That's what cold means. That uses unflavored jello. It has cream, lemon, blackberries. You make your own lavender syrup. You pour it over the top, and then you devour it. This is an amazing, amazing bake. I'm so glad you're here to join me for this. And let's go. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You're going to love this. You're going to want to keep making it. I guarantee it. And it only takes about 10 minutes to put it together. The hard part is waiting for it to chill. So other than that, it's super easy. All right, let's see. Let's get to baking. Let's get to chilling. Let's get to mixing. I don't know what to call it. Let's get to it. Let's talk ingredients and equipment. So there really isn't any special equipment. You're just going to use a saucepan, which hopefully you have a saucepan, and just the other ingredients. A ramekin if you're going to make them in small individual, although this is kind of a huge panna cotta. Or I used a big molded one for mine, which is kind of cool because you get the bumpy texture. And the other weird thing that you need, not that those are too weird, is unflavored gelatin. Some people have it around their house. I have a giant one. It comes in packets. You need one packet. So if you get a box, that's plenty. So this is a very easy bake. It's a quick bake to assemble, and then it has to chill. Overnight is best because you want to make darn sure that thing is well set before you unmold it. And that's it. We're starting out the panna cotta by softening 1 packet of unflavored gelatin in 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. And we're just going to let that sit. And the reason you want to do that is otherwise you get weird gelatin lumps, and nobody wants that. So we're going to let that sit. We're going to put it over here. Okay, let's start the panna cotta, the rest of the panna cotta. Here's 1/3 cup granulated sugar. And we're going to add a teeny tiny bit of vanilla extract, just enough to round out the flavors a little bit, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. We're adding 2 cups of cream and 1 cup of half and half. And give it a stir. And we're going to heat this up till the sugar dissolves. So the goal here, we're going to heat it up over medium heat. We're going to stir it because we don't want it to burn on the bottom. We don't want it to boil. We're going to try to get the sugar to dissolve, and then we're going to add some other stuff. If you want a stronger lavender flavor, you could add some lavender sprigs while you're heating it up. You need to be careful how much lavender you add unless you want it to get, sometimes it gets soapy and weird. So I'm going to add mine towards the end and then strain it out later, but you could add it earlier and you'll get more lavender flavor. I'm going to put this on the stovetop, but you can't see when I'm over there, so I'll bring it back and show you. All right, this is getting warm. I'm going to cook it a little longer, but I am going to throw in the lavender, 2 sprigs of fresh, rinsed, organic lavender. Don't get sprays in there. And the teaspoon of lemon zest. Heating that up will help the oils infuse the milk and give it way more flavor. So I'm going to heat this up to a simmer and bring it back, or get it back to you. Show you. Oh my gosh. All right, this has been simmering. And we're going to add the gelatin. Actually, I'm going to take the lavender out first because I don't want gelatin stuck to this. So let's just take those out. And we're adding the soaked gelatin. All right, let's get all of that out. Now we want this all to dissolve. It's in chunks right now. We're going to heat it up till it dissolves. And then we'll be done. So the gelatin has been dissolved, and we're going to strain it into this mold. Look how cool this copper mold is. All right, so this is hot. It's going to be refrigerated. I'm going to refrigerate it overnight just to make sure it's totally molded. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. I really enjoy having you here. and it means a lot to me. So if you're enjoying this channel slash podcast, if you want to rate, review, subscribe, I really appreciate it. I love to hear what you're doing. I love to see pictures of your food, and I hope that I'm inspiring you to try different things or learn which gluten-free things, or even not gluten-free, like today's bake is naturally not gluten-free, but learn what things you could make when you're gluten-free. Anyway, I'll be here baking, eating, rinse, repeat, baking, eating, lots of delicious gluten-free items. So I hope you come back again and again, and we can hang out together. So thanks so much for being here. Let's get started with the lavender flower syrup. We have 2 teaspoons of dried lavender flowers, or buds, I guess, which are really strong, but they smell amazing, and a cup of water. And then we have, this is about 2 tablespoons worth of mostly fresh flowers, whatever I could find in the garden. They're unsprayed. They leave a lot of floral taste to the lavender syrup, so it's less soapy than some of them. A dash, like a 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla, and then a 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. Whoa. And then for flavor, for color, I just add a few blueberries. These happen to be frozen, but if you don't color your syrup, it's not that pretty color. So we're going to boil this. I'm going to do that on the, what's it called? This cooktop, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, let me just show you. This has been boiling for a few minutes. See how thin this is? Sorry, there's so much smoke. It's been boiling on medium high, and it's been boiling for probably 3 minutes. So it is starting to get some blue color. I am squishing the blueberries a little bit so that I get that nice blue color. It is not ready. So see how it's just too thin. We're going to pour this over our panna cotta, and we don't want it so watery. So we're going to keep cooking at this till it thickens up, and I'll show you then. The lavender flower syrup has been cooking. So how do we know how thick it is? The way I like to test is I take something cool, like a plate, small thing, and then if you put this in there, because it thickens up as it cools. So you can see it's a nice, it's not as thick as like corn syrup, but it's definitely like pancake syrup thick. And you can see that pretty purple color. Now, if you don't like the color or you want to add more, I have these no artificial dyes. It's gluten-free. If I wanted a little more lavender, I could add some red. Why don't I do that? Just add 1. Let's see. Let's add a drop of red. Oh my gosh. 1 drop. There we go. 1 more drop. We'll add 2 drops here total. There we go. Okay. All right. Is this the color we want? Yeah, it's a brighter lavender. That looks perfect. And we're going to strain this into a jar with a lid, because you definitely want a lidded jar. All right, look at this beautiful color. Isn't that lovely? So it's thin now, but it will definitely thicken up. But such pretty syrup. It smells divine, and oh my gosh, it tastes, I'm obsessed. All right, so now this is chilled. It chilled overnight. It's in a fluted mold, so I can't run a knife around it to loosen it. So it's in a copper or copper-colored metal mold. It's going to heat up really quickly. So what we do to unmold it is put it in hot water. We want to make sure the water does not go above the top, or it will melt this. And we don't want to leave it in very long because it's going to start melting. So we just want it melted enough that it'll slide out. Wish me luck. So we're going to put some boiling water. Maybe it needs to be hot, not boiling. I don't know. We're trying boiling. Okay. I'm going to add some regular water so it's not stupid hot. You want it to come up to here. It's not quite full in the mold. I want it to come up to here, but not to overflow. A little more. Okay. Now your mold will displace some water. Yeah. We're just going to float it. And you'll start to see it melting around the edges just slightly. It doesn't take very long at all. Because this is gelatin, right? Oh, it might be there. Almost there. There we go. Okay. All right, so dry off the bottom there. I'm going to put it on a plate with a lip. There we go. Oh. Shoot, I melted it too long. Dang it. All right, well, I'm going to sop some of this up and then I'm going to show you. Rats. All right, let's style this thing out. We're going to put fresh blackberries on it. Actually, we're going to put some lavender syrup first. You can do some on each serving as well. Oh. But we're going to put some on the top. Let it pour over. And then put some beautiful berries on top. Okay, I have lavender sprigs as well, which I think will be pretty. Let's do it like, oh crud. No, this is going poorly. Okay. Oh my gosh, I got cream on there. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I kind of messed it up, but looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna stop there and I'm gonna serve some. Yum. Oh my gosh. Yum. Let's dig into this Lavender Lemon Panna Cotta. So it doesn't look that great. The piece I served wasn't amazing, but let's try it. Oh my gosh. I put extra lavender syrup on it because I like a little more, and then extra blueberries to serve with it. Here goes. It is so smooth, creamy, lemony, and the lavender with the lemon and the blackberries is phenomenal. It's cool, it's rich, but it's not heavy, so it's perfect for summer, and it's just a flavor you're not going to get anywhere else. It is amazing. You need to try this. It's the perfect, fabulous summer dessert for your gluten-free gatherings or any gathering because it's naturally gluten-free. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this bake. I'm trying to speak without salivating because it's so good. Anyway, I had a great time in the kitchen with you. I hope you learned to make something new that maybe you haven't tried before that just happens to be gluten-free. And this panna cotta is phenomenal. Next time, I don't know what we're cooking next time. I'm flying by the seat of my pants, doing things a little differently. Ooh, I have sauce on me. But we're baking something next month, and I hope you're here to join me because I love having you. I love sharing what I know and hopefully helping you branch out into new things you haven't tried before. So thanks so much for being here. In the meantime, bake something gluten-free or don't bake it, like today's bake dessert. Eat something gluten-free and delicious. Thanks so much. All right, I've been waiting. It chilled. I've been so excited to eat this. It's been chilling overnight. I just filmed it. I've been so excited to eat this. Let's eat this beautiful unbaked bake. This gluten-free. Let's try this panna cotta. I'm just going to keep eating this because I can't stop. It's like the bougiest Jell-O pudding combo. It's simple but fancy. It's floral but not soapy. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I can't stop eating it. I'm just going to eat this. Is it bad that this is my breakfast? Maybe not. It has fruit. Oh my gosh. Why is this so good? So good. You need to try this. It's so good. I'm just eating. I'm going to keep eating. The tart berries with the creamy lemon, sweet panna cotta and the sweeter syrup. It's so good. I'm stuffing my mouth. Stuffing my face. Do I have something in my teeth? I don't care. I'm just going to keep eating. It's so good. So good.